Welcome back to the channel, and how lovely it is for you to drop by. In today's video, I'm going to be removing the plasterboard that's on this front wall of the house here on the second floor. Now, there is something peculiar about this plasterboard. It already comes with insulation attached to it. I'll show you when I actually start removing it. And at the same time, I'd like to have a little chat with you about a particular subject today. So I'm going to get on with this, and you're going to hear me talking as I go. But it's not actually me, it's a voiceover. Let's get on with the work. Well, voiceover Ryan is back once again to give you a voiceover as I renovate my 15 grand house in rural France. Now, before I get started with this glorious voiceover, best voiceover you're ever going to hear, in fact, I'd just like to give a shameless plug to myself. That's right, I've got a Patreon video that's just gone out. It's part one of a wonderful mini-series which will explain why I haven't been so active this summer on YouTube. So part one has just gone out for those that want to see what's going on in my life behind the scenes, a little bit more personal, very different. There you go. So link will be in the description for that, of course. Shameless plug. Money, money, money. I love money. Sorry, I just had to throw that in at the end. But for real, if you are a patron, you are supporting the channel and allowing me to buy expensive camera equipment, which I enjoy very much doing, and it helps with all kinds of videos. But I do love money as well. Who doesn't? I am kidding, though. I don't. I'm a communist. I'm a filthy communist. Money is a terrible thing. Anyway, I'm getting off topic right now. By the way, I'm not a communist. So what I wanted to talk about in this video, speaking of communism, rural France. France itself is the topic I actually wanted to discuss before I ended up almost going on a tangent about communism. So what I wanted to say is France has been getting a fair bit of a bad press at the moment in the news. Now, whether it's warranted or not is not up to me to decide. But it did get me thinking and curious about your opinion of France as a country. Whether you've been before or not, I'd like to know. Whether you're planning on coming here, living here, or just holiday, maybe even starting a family here, please do tell. And I'd like to know how it compares with your home country. So let me know where you are in the world. I don't want your exact address. In fact, I don't recommend putting that out on the internet. But please do share your opinion of France in comparison to where you are. I'd love to know whether it's positive or negative. I am curious because I've spent my whole life almost in France, and I see it with a very grounded point of view. And when I think of other countries that I'm yet to visit, such as the greatest nation on this earth. That's right, 3 letters, USA. I see the United States with a very, very positive light, okay? And that's, of course, because I've watched a lot of American shows and listened to American music, and I see the beauty in that wonderful country, and it's an undeniable beauty that it has. But of course I don't really know about the bad points of that place. So if you're from the States, do share your opinion. I'd love to know. Hey, same with the land down under. When I think of Australia, I think of one great big good time, you know, kangaroos hopping about, couple of koalas in the trees, throw a shrimp on the barbie and get a beer out the cooler, because we're in Australia, baby. So yeah, that is genuinely what I think. And in fact, growing up in France, I always had an idealization of my home country of the United Kingdom. That has since changed, of course, but growing up in France, I always wanted to go back to England, and whenever we visited family in the UK, I'd be thrilled. But that is, of course, just because it was more of, well, a little bit of a holiday. Didn't have to go to school, you know, so everything's okay, and you know, you're pretty chilled holiday, visiting family and eating lots of delicious English food such as mince pies. Very, very nice. So anyway, let me know your thoughts about France. That's what I want to know, okay? That's what I want to know. And have you seen anything in the news lately which changes your opinion of this nation, the Fifth Republic of France? That's what it is technically at the moment. So anyway, that is that. That's what I wanted to discuss. And as I remove this wall, of course, and you might be curious what I think of France. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on France, which are gradually changing, in fact, in a future video. But for now, as I stand in a 15 grand house that I'm renovating in rural France, all I can say is there are cheap properties in France, which is obviously not a bad thing. Compared to the United Kingdom, for example, prices have gone insane. So yeah, I could never think of being a homeowner in my home country. I'm priced out of the market. In fact, I couldn't even afford to buy a parking spot in jolly old England. You know, so there you go. Food for thought. I look forward to reading your comments down below. But as we reach the end of this little wall now that I've cleared, 2 layers of plasterboard came off. I've been voiceover Ryan. That's the voiceover done. Let's hear from Ryan on the day. Well, we got it done. That's right, the wall has now had 2 layers of plaster removed. So they just literally at some point stuck new plaster board on top of what was already there. And let me show you this new plasterboard. So it's quite unique in the sense that it's got a layer of, you know, the, I don't know what this is called. You get it all the time in packaging. Styrofoam, there we go. And yeah, haven't seen that in the shop before. Don't know if they still sell it. Let me know in the comment section if you know of it. But yeah, fantastic, pretty interesting, pretty cool. There is one thing that I've discovered that I'm somewhat concerned about. Let me show you. So here we are at the window. This is the first window that I got to in the room, and I'm not quite sure how well that's coming up on video, but the window is not attached. Here, can you see that, or is my hand out the shot? At the top it's not attached, here it's not attached. Oh, here I think, oh, there it's not attached. And down here, that you can't see, let me widen the shot. There we go. Not attached, not attached, not attached. I'm sure it's supposed to have one here. And then down here, it's holding on for dear life. Yeah. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not a good thing. Okay, I'm going now. Take care, all the best. See you very soon. Thanks for watching.